The Seven as an album is a fantastic piece of art and is an extremely beautiful piece of just literature brought to music. It's, in my opinion, it's Primus' Dark Side of the Moon. And then we can only do this, in my opinion, by going through 2 songs, the best 2 on the album. The 7, the title track, and the track. So let's get into it. And there's also a cameo from one of my good friends. Okay, so the song, The 7, it's fantastic. I love it. It's amazing. So let's just get into it. It's very different. It shows there's not a lot of slap. It only shows up once and it's repeated twice. So, and it's this part. And then the iconic tapping that you might hear in DMV is not here. It only shows up like twice in this album, but in the song specifically, it's right here. So it's different, and also obviously it's finger style. And it's so very different because Primus doesn't always do these types of, because that's the chord right there. That is the chord. It's either this or this. They're both technically out of tune or wrong notes, but it's context. You see, but usually when Primus will do those type of things, it will be in the form of these. Or power chords, which I just conveniently played John the Fishman. So fingerstyle is dominant. That's new. It's dominant in the other song that I'm going to talk about as well. But also, they use it more as a tool. Just a storytelling part. Because think about it. That's a little too stale for the slap because Les Claypool would probably add something to it. Like it was Sgt. Baker, it wouldn't just be. He added the. And it sounds way better than just. And then sometimes they don't even need anything to be added because they're good by themselves, like American Life. So that brings us to the point that the 7 is weird. And you can see that in my friend's reaction. It's hilarious. Let's move on to that clip right now.
Hi, MonsterBasher3 here, and my opinion on this song is, wait, what's going on in this song? I don't even understand it. It's got a nice beat, I say, but I've got no idea what this is about or what it's in relation to, except maybe the colors. Okay, yeah, that's my opinion.
Oh, I really expected that. It's a very hard. Primus is very hard just to listen to if you're not into it. There's a video out on YouTube where this dude, who's only really listened to hip-hop music his entire life, listens to Tommy the Cat. And you could imagine how weird that must have been, just to get that heavy funk on you right there. He enjoyed it, but that's the point. Primus is incredibly hard to get into, like exacerbatingly hard. You can't really start on any specific song other than the ones your parents won't let you listen to because of the title of the song. I don't know, the only one I can really foresee someone being able to get into is Welcome to This World, which is so a little, especially with the interlude. And that reaction to me is funny because of how it was so expected, and also because the brutal honesty. He tried, so give him a hand. Okay, so now moving on to the actual topic. It's based off a book. The entire album is actually based off a book. It's a story. I believe it's The Rainbow Goblins is the book. And that is obviously the basis for the Desaturating 7. Which then also gives you the fact that Les Claypool is way weirder, because last time I checked, The Rainbow Goblins is like a Japanese book. So let that be known. It's pretty crazy, actually. And then we get to see how all this weirdness clumps together into the specific, I'd say, like, chorus section of the song. Which most bands would just do something such as. Which, that's what Iron Maiden would do. So, you get not dissonance, but it feels a little bit more jazzy than anything else, because you can hear the out of tune or wrong notes in the. And it's really just context. Which then brings us to the context of other songs, such as the track. The best song on the album. Okay, so when speaking specifically about the track, you have to understand it's weird. Like, way weird. It starts out with a acoustic guitar on a reverb delay effect, which in the bass comes in with a delay, and then a cranked down middle section and a slightly higher treble. You get of course. And then through that we get that chord structure, not chord, but obviously we get then the immediate break to which and would later go into the foreshadowing of the outro section, which in the outro section is just that, plus the which is just, it's simple for Primus, but it sounds amazing. It's a perfect way to end the song, and there's no other way to say it. The track is a journey you go on when you listen to it. Has all these emotions surrounding it, and it is beautiful. Now, that brings us to the, I didn't turn off my amp. Now that brings us to a conclusion, which is thank you for watching. I really enjoyed making this video. Really enjoyed collaborating with some of my friends. This is kind of what I want to make this channel now. If you don't like this, I'm going to be moving like the geography stuff to the second channel. I think it's just Bowler Hat Man or something. Bowler Hat Radio or something like that. Just go. My recommended. Also subscribe to the dude that helped me out. My friend MonsterBasher at his channel. Not real name. Really nice to help out. His reaction was great. So thank you, and what do I say here? Just like live life to the fullest. Listen to Iron Maiden. Listen to the 7. Peace.